What is up, YouTube? This is part 2 of homemade motorized shifter trike, and so far the frame is done. I just have to put on a seat. This is not the handlebar I'm going to use, I don't think, because it looks retarded. It looks backwards. So I just put this on here just to mess around with it and kind of see what it's going to feel like. And so frame is done. Pegs are on, everything is on. That moves. Come on. Just like that. Now, all I gotta do is figure out how in the world I'm gonna get this to shift just like that, and just like that. So I'm probably gonna have the shifter by my foot. So I made this thing. This goes into there and moves up and down. So this is going to be the foot shifter. And then the clutch is going to be on my left hand. The front brake is going to be on my right hand. The back brake is going to be on my right foot, because the back brake is right here. All I gotta do is push it, and then put on a seat, fix the throttle up, put a gas tank on this thing. I was thinking about using this gas tank that has a butt, but I can't fit it into there without it touching the motor. I don't want the gas tank touching the motor, because then it's going to melt and spill gasoline all over the place and burst into flames, which is that's a big no-no. So I can't use this gas tank. Get out of here. Go on. So I got to find a different gas tank to put right there. I got to find a battery, a place to put the battery, which is probably going to be right here. I'm probably going to build a battery box right there for the battery. And then I got to figure out how in the world I'm going to wire this thing up using a push button as a starter, not a key, because the keyway sucks. I couldn't ever figure out how to get it to work. And then it's ready to ride after I get all that stuff done. So, starting to look pretty sweet. It's huge. I've already spent like, I don't know, $200 on this thing, and hopefully I'm not gonna need any more expensive parts. So I got all the clutch gear changer all done. Very simple. You move this, and that moves that, and that changes gears. Originally, I wanted to design this thing just like a regular motorcycle or dirt bike, to where it's positioned at a certain place, and you click up, and it clicks back into position. So first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, so on, and then fourth gear, third gear, second gear, first gear, neutral, and reverse. But I couldn't figure out how to do that. So what I have is, it goes from here all the way to here, which is kind of really stupid looking, you know, having it have so much play. But that's all I could do. But hopefully it's going to be easy to change the gears. You know, you got to kind of give it a little tap to change it, just like that. So hopefully it's not going to be really weird and really awkward. And if it's too bad, then I'll change it somehow and make it to where it's like a normal. But I couldn't figure out how to do it, so I just did that. And I got the rear brake all set up. Same thing, only just push down on it. That's the rear brake, and it hits that. And it's also spring, just spring right there too. So it moves back. So rear brake is good. Rear brake is done. Let's see. I went to Tractor Supply, bought this thing, $20, not cheap. For the chain tensioner, for that, I haven't decided yet where to put it on that side or that side. Depends on which way this thing spins. Let's see. I bought a bunch of bolts and nuts. and washers for the back axle assembly thing. What else? I bought some springs for the clutch, and I bought this pipe, 1 inch by 4 foot pipe for the handle. So this, I kind of wanted to use this for the handlebars, but I couldn't. It just looks really. It looks backwards. It looks really stupid, and it looks really backwards. So, not using these. I'm gonna take it, flip this up to the front, and then make my own handlebars using this. Hopefully, it's not gonna break, and hopefully, it's gonna work. So that's what I'm working on right now, and let's get to it. Okay, I've done a lot more stuff to this thing since the last clip. So let me quickly show you everything. The clutch is done. This is a clutch lever, and I had to make this thing by hand. It's just like a plate welded, and then a thing that I bent, welded a little ball bearing onto the end, and then ground that down smooth, and made it look really fancy. And this thing is blurry. Come on, there we go. It's a little hard to pull, but that's not too much of a problem because it is a clutch. And let me see if I can show you the action. What it does down here, I can't really see because oops, my bad. It's in the sun. I don't know if you can see that, but it basically, oops, I don't know what that was. Makes it to where it I don't know if you can see that. I can't even see it, but I don't know. But so yeah, I'm not sure if it works though yet, but I kind of have to get this thing running to test it out, which I'm kind of trying to do. The gas tank is half on. All I need to do, I welded these brackets onto here, which hold it on. Now I just have to weld brackets right here to make it so it doesn't slide back and forth. It actually fits perfectly right there, so you just cram it under there, and it fits beautifully right there. And the battery is going right there. I got the battery box done. I just it's a little loose, but if I want to, I can strap it in and make it tight. I did this chain tensioner. Nothing fancy, just to make it so it doesn't wobble around a lot while I'm riding it. And the battery box just misses the chain. There's like 1/8 of an inch all along there, so it actually fits in there perfectly. And so it works perfect. And this thing is actually really cramped. Everything is really cramped in there except for the gas tank and the clutch, and all I believe works. I'm not really sure. And the gear changer, I don't know if I showed you that. Here's the rear brake, and here's the gear shifter. Right now it's in neutral, and it's reverse, neutral, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. I'm not really sure how many gears this thing has, but this lever goes from all the way to here. You just kick it as you're riding it all the way down to there, and that's reverse. So, and that's neutral, and so on and so forth. So hopefully it's going to be easy to shift gears while I'm riding it. If not, I'm screwed. So I don't know what else to do with that. So it's almost done. All the stuff I have to do to it next is I gotta find out where I'm putting the excuse me, this thing. I believe it's solenoid. I want to say it's called the solenoid. I'm not really sure what this thing is called. I forgot right now. This is going somewhere right here, and then I gotta wire this thing up, and then I'm going to put like a control box right here, just a piece of plate. Probably this piece of plate. I'm gonna cut it, weld it right there. Here's gonna be my start button and on-off switch. So I gotta go buy that, and then I gotta put the seat on. I gotta put the seat on. And how I'm gonna do that is just take hinges, weld half the hinge to the sides, and then bolt the other sides of the hinges to this piece of plywood, just like that, and then cut to where it actually fits this thing, and then take that foam that I got, not this foam, I gotta buy more because this is not big enough, and then put that over there, right there. It's gonna be cover the whole thing, and then get that fabric stuff I bought and cover the whole thing. So that's gonna be the seat. I just need to buy that stuff, and hopefully the motor runs. You know, I've gotten it to start before, but it's really rough, and the main problem was the starter motor. I had to replace that starter motor with a different starter motor than before. So hopefully it runs. And next thing I gotta do is figure out the throttle. I'm gonna do like a twist throttle. This is 1-inch pipe. I don't have a twist throttle that fits 1-inch pipe. Oh, and I also almost forgot to mention, I made these handlebars. Originally, it was those crappy looking handlebars, and I replaced it with these. I made these, and basically just how I did that was, I don't have a pipe bender. I cut notches in here and then bent it and then welded the notches shut and then ground it to where it looks decently smooth. This thing is so blurry. Can't wait to get a new camera. So yeah, it looks decent, but when I paint it, it'll cover all that. It looks really nice, and you know, kind of matches the contour of the shifter trike, which is what I'm calling it now. This is actually, I figured out what to call this thing, and this thing is called a shifter trike because it shifts gears, and it's a trike. So yeah, and hopefully I'm gonna get this thing running soon. So this is the end of part 1 or part 2. I'm just gonna upload this video because I haven't uploaded anything in a long time. And next video is gonna hopefully be finishing this thing and then riding it. So I'm gonna look forward to that. Hopefully you guys will too. So thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and have a nice day.